Well, what do we have here? Uh-oh. Let's go, Chicago. Oh my goodness, what a win. Oh, what a win, man. Silenced all the doubters, man. We're a real team. Got a ball. A Seven Nation army couldn't hold me back. Oh, I'm about to be insufferable today. Packer fans, where y'all at? I seen y'all talking crap in the comments, or not in the comments, but on Twitter, on X, whatever you call it. Yeah, we here, baby. We here. Chicago is here, man. Let's go. What's going on, Bear fans? It's your boy Abel, and this is Bird's Eye on the Bears. Welcome to the table. All right, the Bears dominate the Eagles 24-15. Let's go, man. Caleb 17-35 for 154 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Hurts 19 for 34, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 4 for 31 on the ground. So the Bears stopped the run and ran all over the Eagles today, man. That pretty much is what this game came down to. We didn't let Saquon kill us for 200 yards. And we killed them for 200 yards, 200 and plus, actually almost 300 yards. It was 281 to be exact. Manungai had 130 yards and Swift had 125. I mean, them boys were pounding the rock. There was a point in the game where I felt like Ben Johnson got away from the run a little bit, which we'll talk about later. But I really felt like we established the run early. And that's what got us our first touchdown on that first drive. And we, like I said, we went away from it a little bit, but that was the story of the game for us, man. Just pounding that rock, man. Just that was amazing. That was beautiful to watch. So leading up to this game, I thought this was our biggest test of the season, especially offensively. I felt like because the Eagles defense is real, and the Eagles are where we want to be in this league. I mean, of course, they're kind of having somewhat of a rocky season, but they're a championship winning team. They've been to the Super Bowl twice in the past 4 years. They won a Super Bowl, so they have that championship pedigree. You always look, every time you look at them on the schedule, you're like, they're a team to beat. They're one of the marquee teams and franchises in the league, not just team wise, football wise, but ownership wise and personnel wise and their general manager. So their franchise as a whole, that's where we want to be. That's leading up to this game. I'm just thinking like, okay, if we want to be this team, we got to beat them. Man, let's get into Caleb and Ben. I really thought Ben called a wonderful game. I think he called not the perfect game, but it's always well balanced. I thought that he committed to the run early, and I love that he did. I love that he established it early. The only thing that I would say is this: like, there were times specifically when we were up 7-3, and we had a chance. We were in the red zone, and we ran the ball pretty much down the field. And we got into the red zone, and we stopped running the ball. We had 3 straight throws as soon as we got into the red zone. And after that, kind of felt like Ben, from after the first quarter, in the second quarter, and like a little bit into the third quarter, it felt like he went away from from running the ball. And so that would be like my only criticism of Ben this game. 281 yards. 100 plus, split that down the middle basically with Manungai and Swift. I mean, that's impressive. That's exactly what he did in Detroit, and to see it formulate here is amazing. Caleb, to me, had a consistent game. I think that it's kind of been like that all year, where he's not he's not super efficient, but he makes the right plays. He doesn't create. He avoids the negative plays. He did really well with dirting the ball this game and not allowing himself to get sacked, as he's done this whole season. he's a playmaker in my eyes right now. I don't think he's a he's a playmaker, and he's a great game manager. And he makes the plays when he needs to make the plays. He makes timely throws, key third downs. So week by week, you see him making better decisions. Is he going to turn into the guy that's super efficient and throws 24 for 28 or 21 for 23? I don't know. We don't know that yet. Hopefully he becomes that guy. But for right now, what he's doing and for what this team needs from him, he's doing more than what you need from him. He doesn't turn the ball over, and he makes great decisions, and he manages the game well. That's all you can ask for from him. In his first year in Ben Johnson's system, his accuracy was a lot better this game. He only had one inaccurate pass, and that could have been the win. But honestly, the other two passes that were dropped, kind of like not dropped, but that were almost picked, was DJ Moore slipping and Luther Burden slipping. So I felt like he was pretty much, and he was accurate the whole game. He didn't really have to throw the ball, granted, too much. But yeah, I think Caleb did a great job this game, and he sealed it when he needed to. All right, let's talk about what actually happened. So the first quarter opening drive, right from the very first play, I just felt like we belonged on the field, man. Like that run, I don't know what it was only like a 5-yard run off tackle to Swift, but I just felt like the energy was there. I don't know, something about that one little 5-yard run like calms my nerves for some reason. And obviously that was foreshadowing for what we're about to do to them to the rest of the day with the run game. So later on in that drive, there was a chance for Swift. I think it was a 3rd and 6, and there was a chance for Swift. I can't remember if he caught it out the backfield or if he ran the ball, but there was a chance, or if he got like a toss, but there was a chance for him to basically get the first down, but he kind of like stuttered, and there was a Eagles player at the first down line, and he like kind of stuttered and didn't run straight into the Eagles player. Like I felt like he should have ran straight into him instead of trying to like jig on him or get him off balance. And that created the 4th and 1. It ended up being a turnover on downs, and that was a missed opportunity to set the tone. I really thought that the Eagles would make us pay for that, but luckily they didn't. But we, in the future, man, especially for the opening drive, it would have been great to get points there. I mean, it was, what was it? It was, we were on like the Eagles 25 or 30-yard line. So that was kind of, in the playoffs, we don't want stuff like that to happen. So we got to make sure we either get the first down or get 3 right there. But so Eagles first drive, the defense came out strong. The Eagles, their opening drive pretty much stalled out, and it was a great response. And the momentum, it didn't feel like it shifted to the Eagles. It felt like we kind of took a little bit of that momentum back by stalling the Eagles out on their first drive. So our second drive, we start seeing Monangai a little bit more. There was our identity. This is where our identity starts to show. Swift is the shifty change of pace guy. Monangai brings the physical downhill punch. On 3rd and 2, Monangai lowers the shoulder, and he keeps driving, and we get a push from our offensive lineman. And that was so huge, man. I mean, it's things like that with Monangai, which is why I love him in those short yardage situations. He always is keeping his legs turning, never stops turning his legs. And it paid off right there. That's how we were able to get that first down. We finished the drive with Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. That's exactly, I didn't like it at first because I don't like Swift in those like short yardage situations. I think it was like 3rd and 2, but it ended up paying off anyways. Hurts looked off, man. His timing, it just wasn't there today, and it showed on the 3rd down throw to Devontae Smith on that drive, and the drive stalls. They settle for a Jake Elliott field goal, 7-3 Bears. The Bears answer on the next drive. We get the ball back, and the run game continues to set the tone. So we end up marching down the field by running the ball, and we hit the red zone, and Ben Johnson decides to go away from the run. It was odd. He ends up throwing 3 straight passes. I mean, in that sequence, it's like no need to overthink it. Like we could have gone 14-3. Instead, Cairo kicks a field goal, and the Bears end up going up 10-3 instead of 14-3, which I feel like we could have easily done just by running the ball. So the next Eagles drive, it was a quick 3-and-out. Jalen Johnson clamps Dallas Goedert on a third down, and it's great to see him back in that secondary, man. So the final possession, we get another chance before half. I felt like Ben Johnson was playing that really conservatively because, as you can see, there was twice that the ball could have been picked off. And not only that, I think the wind played a large factor in us not going for it on that drive as far as like Pat just throwing the ball. Usually in those situations, Ben Johnson is pretty aggressive. So I kind of understood. We're in their house. They get the ball in the second half. Their offense isn't really rolling like that. And I feel like Ben Johnson felt like we can control the game with the run game. So let's not do anything foolish where they gain momentum before half. I understood that. A few halftime thoughts for the first half. I think Ben Johnson looked brilliant early. The run game was dominating the first quarter, but in the second, he drifts away from it and the offense kind of sputters. If we stay committed to the ground game, though, we might be talking 21-3 instead of 10-3. The Eagles offense, they're stagnant, frustrated, and their own fans are booing them. I mean, they were just booing them off the field every drive. And it was kind of ridiculous. Low-key, I was getting mad. Like, I'm like, bro, like, for a fan base that just won a Super Bowl, sitting at 8-3, you know, it's just booing on every drive is just uncalled for. It's unreal. Like, I get it, Philly fans are tough, but man, y'all gotta give credit to your team and give some slack to your team. I mean, they're 8-3. Come on now, like y'all just won a Super Bowl. Like, come on, guys. So second half opens. Eagles have the ball right out of halftime, a 3-and-out. Dennis Allen dials up the pressure perfectly. Dennis Allen is like kind of like Steve Spagnuolo in the way, don't get it twisted. He's not Steve Spagnuolo, but I mean in the way where he dials up pressures at the right moments. Kevin Byrd, man, with his 6th interception of the season, huge momentum swing, but then we wasted it. First play, we run for 7 yards, which was beautiful. And then 2 straight passes. Like, I don't get it, man. 2 passes after that, like 2 straight passes. I didn't get that, man. It was a chance for us to put our foot on their necks, and we just missed another opportunity. So that drive ended in a punt. So the Eagles ended up striking back. I mean, and you can only keep a roster like Philly's quiet for so long, man. Like, Hurts hits AJ for a 40+ yard touchdown, and let's be real, it was obvious offense pass interference, but whatever, they countered it. Jake Elliott ends up shanking the extra point, though, and the Bears stay up 10-9. So here's where shit gets kind of ugly. So the next Bears drive, Swift picks up 7 yards like it's nothing again, and then Caleb tries to throw like a halfback screen to Swift on the very next play, and it's picked off. I'm going to say it again. Run the damn ball. Short field for Philly. They line up for the tush push, and it's automatic, right? It's supposed to be automatic. 3rd and 1. Nashawn Wright said, "Not today, baby." Oh my goodness, man. He's a strip man. He strips Jalen Hurts, and this dude, Nashawn Wright, is unbelievable, man. He's unreal. I mean, we talk about this guy every week. That was a massive defensive stand. At that point, the Eagles could have definitely took the full momentum back and took the game into their own hands. I mean, that was huge for our momentum. Like, that was like what we've been doing all year. Timely defensive plays. I mean, that was amazing. Nashawn Wright, man. So finally, we commit to the run. We get the ball back off the turnover, and Ben Johnson finally remembers the run game exists. We start pounding the rock again, driving into Eagles territory, and as the third quarter ends. So the fourth quarter begins, and Bears take control. We open the fourth with exactly what we've been begging for all game. Bears run the ball straight into the end zone. Manungai punches it in from 5 yards out. The O-line was bullying Philly's defensive front, and that's how you finish a drive, man. We at that point, I was like, just don't get cute when we get into the red zone, and Ben Johnson didn't. We go up 17-9. And the defense answers again, man. The Eagles get the ball 3 and out. This is the moment. This is where the offense has to close the door. Like after we go up 17-9, defense comes back and gets another 3 and out. This is where we have to close the door on the Eagles. And this is the drive of the game, baby. Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson start to eat. They start to eat, boy. Caleb drops an absolute dot to Cole Kmet, like a dipping dot. It was a 30-plus yard touchdown. The crowd goes completely silent. The haters go silent. Caleb silences doubters left and right. Like everybody was quiet. And the Eagles fans was leaving Lincoln Financial Field. It was crazy. So the Bears go for the kill shot. And it was what I loved about that was Caleb had Swift open for the first down, but instead he just goes for the jugular, man. And it was a beautiful throw. It was a beautiful throw. I love that killer mentality, man. That's what we need here in Chicago from our quarterback, man. We end up icing the game. Eagles try an onside kick, but Roma Dunze falls on it, and it was obviously unlike the Bengals game. I was like, my heart was pounding a little bit, but the ball gets back into Caleb's hands. He ices the game with his legs on like a 3rd and 3. You can literally hear, like, when the Eagles broke their huddle, you can hear the clap like clear as day. It was like it was amazing, pure domination. All right, let's get into players that impress, man. How many flowers do we have to give the Nation, right? Like, how much is there any, should we give him a rose this time? Should we give him some dandelions? I don't know. Like, how many, what kind of different flowers, like different kind of bouquets can we give him? Because this guy just keeps impressing every week. Not only is he leading the league with Kevin Byrd in interceptions, they both have 6 apiece. Not only that, he is great in the run game as a cornerback, with him being a long, lanky receiver, a scrawny dude. He can tackle. And then not only that, he's making plays, he's stripping balls, man. Pause. He's stripping balls. All right. This dude is making key plays and key moments. Big time players make big time plays, and Nahshon Wright is one of them. He's looking for a payday. He might be vying for that. I think that might have just solidified his CB2 spot over Tyreek Stevenson. I'm sorry, Tyreek. I don't mean you're going to create great depth, but you might be the odd man out here. Shout out to Nahshon Wright. I also want to give a shout out to the Bears defense. I think they played a really great game as far as stopping the run and also not giving up many yards in the passing game. And of course they did. They got 2 takeaways today, and I think they had a turnover on down. So I gotta give a shout out to the defense, man. The opposing teams have been running all over this defense for the past 5 weeks. So for them to stop Saquon Barkley was amazing. So the one thing that the Bears have to fix going into next week's game is if the run is working, stick with it, no matter what. Like at all times. I get Ben Johnson trying to open up the playbook a little bit, but just stick with the run, man. Especially on a windy day like it was today in Philly. Just stick with the run, bro. We're getting 5 yards a carry, 7 yards a carry, easy. Just stick with the run, Ben. Stick with what's working. Stick with what's working. That's what I would say that the Bears need to fix next week. I've been waiting for this one, man. We definitely got to see what Peter and Annie have said about us this week. I've been waiting for this segment all day. Let's see what they've been saying about us, because I know that they were watching today. Because Peter was talking hella shit, talking about we were the worst. They brought up all Packer fans on Twitter, bringing up stats. And let me get into my little rant real quick about y'all, the Packer fans on X, man. Y'all, come on, bro. It's been 7 years since we had a winning season. And all I can see from Packer fans are, y'all are so insufferable. Y'all are like, shut. bro, we haven't been winning for a long time. We get one great winning year, we're vying for the #1 seed in the NFC. Let us be insufferable. Let us be insufferable, please. Y'all been winning for 30 years. Soon as we want to win one time, y'all want to be complaining. Like, stop hating on us, bruh. For real, man. Like, let us live. Let us get a little peace. You feel me? Like, and it's not even like we did anything yet. Like, y'all, come on, man. Y'all so selfish. Y'all so stingy. Come on, man. All right, Peter, what you say about us, man? So he said, the Bears are a great example of fixing the old line to improve the run game versus using a high pick or a lot of money on a new back. Thank you, Peter. What? Oh, wow. He really said something. That was really nice. That was really nice, Peter. I will admit, that was really nice. Wow. All right, so the final thoughts, man, to close up today's show. The Bears are the 2nd seed in the NFC, man. I mean, this is this is amazing. This is amazing. How? And we're vying for the #1 seed. Who would have thought? And we're real. We're legit. Who would have thought? Wow. Also, the Eagles fans are ungrateful, man. I'm sorry, but y'all are ungrateful as hell. Like, for real, for real. Next week opponent, man. You know who next week's opponent is. I don't even have to say it. We got to go up there to Lambeau, man, and show what we're about. This is the major test. I mean, we talk about tests today. Next week's game against Green Bay, flex to 325. Huge test. Huge test. We got to be able to win in the division. We got to be able to beat the Packers, man. We gotta be able to get that monkey off of our back, because we're likely gonna see them in the playoffs, most likely. And not even just that, we gotta establish ourselves in this division, man. The only way we can do that is through Green Bay. Got to take down the boss right now. They have been the boss of the NFC North for a long time, so it's our turn. Thank you for watching. Feel free, if you've made it all the way to the end of the show, to subscribe. Or like or subscribe. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Bear down.